Did someone say slash super stock 250? We'll sell you the whole seat, but you're only going to need the edge. So this is our first time over at Creekside, and I have never, ever experienced anything like this. We had so much fun, and to cap off the evening, they did the slash 250. So it was the super stocks. So something that's really intriguing to me about the super stock slash class is that it is basically as stock as you can get. So it's the stock ESC, stock servo, stock 12-turn Titan, stock tires, and really the only difference, well, you know how stock car racing goes, but the only difference is the body, and you know, people have their speed secrets and whatnot to make these cars go fast, and little tips and tricks that they can do for setup. But for the most part, it's all stock shocks, stock, all the components. I think you can use some RPM things just to keep the car on the road a little longer. And man, was this a chaotic race, and chaos in like the best kind of a way. It was lots of rubbing, lots of, you know, all over the place cars. It was really cool, and you know, it was very entertaining. I was like, at first I thought 250 laps, how are we going to watch 250 laps? And the way they did it is they did, I wanted to say it's like, maybe it was every 50 laps or every 100 laps, I don't remember, but they did a quick pit, and so you had to come in and pit and do whatever changes you needed to do, and I think you only had 3 minutes or 4 minutes, and then you had to get back out on the track, and whoever got back out on the track, that was their position. So like if you just went in and basically checked your car over and threw it back out, that was the position you went in. You know, this oval stuff is pretty cool because it's pretty fast paced. I laugh and call it the pucker factor when you're going around the track. It really, you know, you're trying to hold a line next to someone else, and just a little bump can really mess up your line and, you know, loop you out, that kind of a thing. You know, these poor marshals, I felt bad for them because they were out there and they were just dodging bullets left and right. Because the track is, you know, there were so many cars out there. I don't remember what the count was on the cars that were out there. I want to say it was like 15, maybe a little bit more. Because the count of the cars out there, there was really no dead space on the track. So you were basically going out and playing Frogger, trying not to get hit by another car as you flipped a car that was, you know, as you marshal the car. So that was really cool. It was really cool seeing the teams, or I don't know if I would say how, you know, they were groups of guys that were out there that were racing, and they would help each other out on the pits, try to keep one guy up on the or on the stand, and the other people would go out there and, you know, change the battery, all that kind of stuff. So that was really cool to see. think the one bummer thing that I didn't do well in this video, or just in this time, was actually figuring out who was leading. So here's a quick pit that they were doing, but I had no idea who was in the lead. Since this was new to me, I didn't know who was driving what or anything like that. I knew a couple other people out there, but I didn't know where they were in relation to the field or anything like that. So it was really interesting to see, but I wish I would have kept better tabs on that and asked whose car was what. I was surprised there wasn't more breakage out there. I mean, we all know that the Slash is a super durable car, but these, there was probably 3 brakes, maybe 4 brakes total, maybe. And I don't know what they were that broke. It looked like probably, the caster mounts or the hubs or whatever, but for the most part, they seem to hold together pretty well. The bummer, I couldn't imagine. It feels like it's one of those barrier to entry kind of things where you have to change the motor, or I'm sorry, not change the motor, change the body every time you go on a race. If they're bashing this kind of, or this amount, it probably means that their bodies aren't going to last too long. But that's kind of cool. It's kind of like the real stock car stuff where they go out with different liveries every weekend. I think that would be a lot of fun. So I look forward to this. My daughter's actually going to try this sometimes out in the summertime. But she'll be running novice, and I don't know that we're going to get her a stock car body just yet. I think we'll let her run a couple times and see if she likes it, and then we'll get her the body to fit over it. Me and my son are definitely going to do the street stock. We're going to be running the Associated brand for the street stocks, and so we got some McAllister racing bodies. We got the 66 Chevelle, and then we got the Nova, the 427 Nova out there. So that should be a cool body. Is it spec legal for this class, or for the class that we're going to be running in? I don't know that we're going to be running in street stock. I think we both might be running in novice. I don't know. We'll see what the field looks like when we come out, because neither of us have done it. We have one race under our belt. I'll be posting a video soon of my son's B main, where we finally dialed the car in for him, and we were renting a car and we dialed it in for him. So I'll put that out there soon, and then you can see kind of the driving style that he had. It was impressive how he picked it up throughout the day. So, well, I hope you like this video, amigos. If you do, let me know. Share it up if you guys are on Facebook or whatever. Share it up in your guys' groups. That would be much appreciated, and we'll see you around the corner. I can see a little bit and it looks like the room. So I'm going to watch you do this. Do it a lot.